Okay. All right, and we're back. For more Hiveswap.
Woo! Video games.
Let me make sure I have my file. Okay. So, quick story here. When I was doing the thumbnail for this episode, I realized that the autosaves they didn't go far enough to get that picture of Zebra to put all the red circle and the arrow on.
I see.
So I had to go and play through the first half of the game again, and I made some saves just because I was I wanted to be really sure that it didn't get overwritten.
Gotcha.
But I also got the achievement for the other horns. I thought about just loading in to the other. I thought about finishing it up to this point, with the cornucopia horns and seeing if you noticed. But I didn't do that. That would have been a good bit.
All right.
Okay.
The big part is here.
We're back.
Beyond this door is maybe 70% of the game.
Okay. Oh, that was a lot. I guess we're gonna do it. I guess we got a lot upcoming. You're telling me. Let's move to the next car. All right. Let's do that indeed. So this is kind of a personal question. Did we see this already?
We already had this conversation.
Oh shit!
We're learning about it again.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. I also found this. This game loads from the start of the room. All right, Alex, edit this out.
But yeah, this next car specifically takes up so much of the game time. Depending on how you react to it, can really shape how you view the entire game. Oh boy. In is this in a gameplay way or in a content way? Gameplay.
all right. I'm focusing all my brain cells. All right, we're going to the next part.
It'll be obvious pretty fast when we get to it.
Oh Christ. All right, we got the Jade Bloods. We got Branya and Lank and other names.
Lynera's here.
Okay. Lynera is this one, right? I'm just trying to get my name straight.
I can't see your mouse.
How can you not see my mouse? It's in the game mode. It's the one that's talking right now. Well, yeah, okay. Now that I say it, it makes it very obvious. Okay.
Maybe your mouse isn't captured on a Discord screen share.
Probably not. I'm not gonna. We're already recording, so sorry everybody if you don't see my mouse cursor. Daria. They're on a field trip. I clicked too fast. Okay. They're looking for the book. I don't have to say shit about shit. Please just tell us what happened to the book. You say that you're innocent, I promise to believe you. But you have to say something. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown noser's pathetic ignorance gash. Lynera's ignorance of gashes is, as always, what's caused this entire mess. Jesus, dude. Damn. Don't gang up on her. I agree. She's trying to get you to gang up on me. Casey, this is serious. Wanchi. Oh shit!
Spotted.
We've been spotted. Don't talk to me unless you got something to say to my face this time. I wonder what that was all about. It's better not to worry about it. Cloistered jades are always like this. Cloistered? Are they nuns? Is that why they're wearing Catholic school uniforms? I don't know what the C word means, but yeah, they're supposed to become nuns when they grow up. Wait, do both our planets have nuns? Are nuns a universal constant? Wow, we found something in common! Does that mean you also have caves full of children tending to trial pits and aiding in the mother grub breeding process? Yes. Oh, okay. I should probably let you know that there are teals in this car too, and teals are stereotyped as very law-abiding. So don't do anything illegal. We're already on this car. Well, is being on this car illegal or against terms of service? I feel like it's probably illegal based given this society.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, why are you talking to me? I just thought we'd say hi. Well, don't. Okay, bye then. Jerk. Thank God. Typical. Okay. Talk to Wang-Chi. Pretending to read while trying to eavesdrop. Okay. Oh. I just gotta catch up who's next. Everyone knows it was you, Thoraya. Just admit it and this can all be over. Eat nutritional excrement, ass kisser. Bronny, did you hear what you just called me? Maybe she'll be more conversation. I'm very sorry that you had to witness that. It's fine. Do you want to talk about it? Absolutely not. Jades do not discuss internal politics with outsiders. Because, 1, it is our personal affair, and we should not have rubbed everyone's proverbial noses in it. 2, I'm trying very hard to have a pleasant holiday with my best friends. 3, no offense, but it's none of your business. Respectable. Okay.
This entire car is a conceptual nightmare.
A lone, mysterious bladesman watches the two lowbloods pass. They can feel his piercing gaze, sizing them up, assessing their weak spots with his calculated ease. Is that guy narrating what he's doing? Let's just ignore him for now. Why is he blushing? Come on, man. Eastern alternate animation was a mistake. What is this? We haven't been looking. Bronny seems the same sort of tired you've seen Dammit get. Too much to think about, too much to do. You hope he's doing all right wherever he is. I didn't mean to do that. You weren't used to seeing this many Jades in one place. That one has a knife. Cool. All the Jades seem stressed out, but Linares seems really stressed out. Suspicious. Why? It's a stressful place. This is the sort of recruit Dammit Verd tells you to keep an eye on for. Jaded, angry, and on the verge of doing something about it. You aren't really in a position to shill for the revolution currently, however. This guy's a jerk.
So
true. This was like... way too good looking and rude to waste any time on. I don't know if I want to do all of these. But...
yeah,
maybe I want to do all of these.
Literally everything has different look things, like based on who you're controlling, so...
I remember that it was the same for like the one room with the on the honey farm at Zebedee's place. You know, trolls don't have parents, but it's hard to suppress the urge to take her hand now. She needs help finding her mommy. She looks exhausted and you feel bad for her. What does she think? Okay, what does she think about Tigiri? He still has a sword, but after talking to him, you're finding it difficult to actually be scared of him. Alright, on with it. Stelsa. Was this her name? Was that her name in...
yeah.
Or was her... I'm thinking of her other... her other name. Oh, I completely missed out on what that was. No, dude, there's lots to do. Okay. What's good, Tizius? Unless you want to take my cruelest bar exam for me, leave me alone. What's good, my man Tagora? Mine. Afternoon out with a flock of Jade Bloods is better than any episode of Sterilization Scrub Operatics. Hang on. I'm gonna just say this is Scrubs.
Sure.
Or Sterilization Scrub. Hang on. What is sterilizations? You know what? Okay. Alright, what's the catch? You weren't there before. Did someone lose a book? Bro, look at my book. When I tried to wash my hands, this popped out of the moisture evaporation unit. It looks very private. Oh shit. Give that to me. This is it. It's the book.
Damn, that's crazy. Who's reading all that?
In which seductive antihero... I need to read this out loud to internalize, so I'm gonna read it out loud. In which seductive antihero Batfin Luna becomes endowed with the forbidden curse of the Rainbow Drinker, featuring 1 long bright journey into the desert, 6 elaborate hurt comfort scenes, forbidden ideas about eternal youth, 10 characters with beautiful hair, 1 death scene, 500 knowing glances, 2 sexy punch bowls filled with blood, 1 spicy meatball, 4 absolutely no clowns, literally so many corpses it might be offensive, the ever-present threat of reaching adulthood and ascending to space nundom, eggs, and 3 long makeout paragraphs, and 2 love triangles in dangerously vacillating quadrants.
God damn.
Otherwise known as Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Himotion Saga. Reading Fresh Teeth in the Load Gaper Daraya? Really? That's perverse, even for you. Will you just stuff fresh teeth up your nipple already? This fighting isn't getting us anywhere. I'll say perhaps you could use some outside arbitration to resolve this conflict in an orderly, lawful, and objective fashion. Oh Christ. No offense, Stells, but I'd rather stick a nutritional prong directly into my eye socket than get involved in this. Darling, just think of it as a trial run for your cruelest bar exam. Never hurts to get more practice. The fact that I don't fall for such cut-rate manipulation is why I'm pretty confident I'm going to pass it just fine without. You are determined at all times to be impossible. Oh, listen to her, please. Please, miss, I would really like to try to keep this issue internal, if you don't mind. Try harder, why are you all fussing over some book anyway? It's not just any book. The Rainbow Himotion Saga is a profane set of religious texts that our cloister has been in charge with protecting. The fact that it left our cavern in the first place is a first-rate violation of Imperial law. What is going on Alternia? A violation of which law, dear? Please elaborate. Oh no. Nice job, Boot Breath. Oh. Can I maybe just get another look at it before... Yeah, this character I remember being radically different. Why? So you can defile it more? Too bad. The thief already tore out all the naughty pages. Lynera. We're gonna be in so much trouble. Not if Lynera shuts her crusty trap, we won't. No! I'm sick of this. As Jades, we have a duty to preserve the culture of Alternia and pass it on to the next generation. Branya understands the importance of this sacred calling. But the rest of you undermine her at every step. Branya she's so kind and understanding. It would kill her to know the true depths of how much a lot of you despise our work. Lynera, I can speak for myself. I know, Branya, but just this once let me speak for you. If one must wear the crown, then he's someone who can wield the whip. And I'm the whip. Oh. Poor Lynera. Yes. Yes, okay. Whoever defiled this divine artifact, step forward right now. Or this is gonna get... It's gonna be very bad. That's a promise. Holy shit. Alright, Marvis. What's all this noise I'm hearing about? Is it important religious what's it? Oh shit. You really never know when to shut up. It's nothing, sir. Just Jades being Jades. How am I helping this evening? Help me? You think I need help? Oh no, not at all, sir. Just trying to extend a helping hand, as it were. Didn't mean to cause offense. Nah, it's cool, bud. This was out for a stroll. It's easy to get bored in such a long trip, right? But it sounds like you buddies are beginning up for a real roll liquor of a trial here. Don't go tell me you guys just born like the other cars. Of course we are, sir. I mean, of course we aren't. Not boring, that is. Use your words, Stells. What I meant to say is we are currently in progress of setting up a tribunal on the spot to deal with this incident of thievery that's come to our notice. But we were at a loss without a high blood of your caliber to judge the pizzazz of the upcoming trial. Ha ha ha. Excuse me? Dear darling Tizius, why don't you tell him all about it? Okay. What's Tizius got to say? Sup, Joe? Nice to see your toothy mug again. Nice to see yours again, too. But I don't think we have time to stop and chat. Can we sneak by? No can do, buddy. You see, Tizius been chatting me up about some heinous courtroom business. And Tiz, tell him about it. Lol, shit's fucking wild. The long and short of... Holy shit, Okay. I don't know if you caught Stelsa's glasses animation there.
I did. It's a very good animation.
That is amazing. The long and short of it is that I want to begin a trial. A Who Stole the Book courtroom drama. But instead of handling it in the traditional Alternian way, we test out my theory of defensive legislation, where the accused has their own legislator, a defense legislator, where his honorable tyranny is no mindless monster but a judge, and where the accused is innocent until proven guilty. Holy shit! You know, sweetheart, you can't see these sort of things in front of these sorts of people. It's heretical and illegal. Yeah, LMAO, shit's crazy. Shit's crazy indeed. That's why I need you, Joe. See, the Jades accused Darai of stealing the book Fresh Teeth, and then stashing it in the load gaper. So we need a neutral third party to defend Darai, and you're the optimal choice. What? You want me to be a lawyer? I didn't go to law school. Heck, I've barely been to high school. Nah, but you don't need any fancy schooling. You're more than equipped. Just do the way. You're more than equipped just the way you are. Really? Wow. Well, Zizzy, I guess if even the most qualified among us isn't calling you on sight for your absurd ideas, then I suppose this is a thing that is happening. So the little low-blood darling right there is the defense and Marvis is his honorable tyranny, then who in the world will be the so-called prosecution? You, of course, since you're so eager to please. Well, wait, I haven't agreed to this. Joe, if you do this for me, I'll make sure you get to the rest of the train. Unmolested. Whoa! Can't argue with that, I guess. Maybe I'll really like being a defense lawyer. That's the spirit. Come to me if you got any questions about what to do. I have questions about what to do. What's up? Defensive legislation. Tell me more about defense lawyering. I don't know much about it. Seriously, you never watched, like, Law & Order, Subjugator Slop Ejaculatory Unit?
My god.
Well, maybe not from that particular spinoff. Yikes, alright. Well, first off, I think you're under the impression that a lawyer only manages the court block. But that isn't the case. They also have to find evidence, sniff out clues, and seek out the guilty party. Oh my god. Like a detective. Sure, I don't know. It is only then that the legislator drags the suspect before his honorable tyranny and engages in a veritable battle of ancient law that can last for days. Until his honorable tyranny gets bored and vores the loser. That sounds awful. No offense to your vocation or anything. None taken. Unlike the defensive legislation process I'm proposing, where the trial is all about having a dialectic and finding the truth, a traditional legislator determines guilt right off the bat and commits their initial impressions from the get-go, no matter what truths emerge in court. Guilt might as well be judged by the flip of the coin, if luck even mattered at all in these things. You don't sound too happy about that for a teal. Well, let's just say I've got a lot of qualms with the process. Okay. I guess let's let's get the rest of the tutorial. Whatever she's got to say. Can you tell me what to do? Despite the hypno-defensive process, you'll basically be following the steps of the Leagues of Legislacerator legends that came before you. First, you must take statements from all involved parties. Second, you must gather evidence and determine your timeline. Third, you must decide your plan of attack so you can defend Darai. And crush your opponent with no hesitation. Is our opponent your mate spirit? Yep, that's what makes it all the more invigorating. Anyway, after you've scuttled around and interviewed everyone and dug up all the evidence you can find, come back to me and I'll get his tyranny to start up the trial. Do I have to talk to them with both characters?
No.
Okay. Let's start over here. Hello again. Nice evening, isn't it? Why are you in such a good mood when everyone else is freaking out? An innocent troll with nothing to hide sleeps in the sleep of the just. I've got a cup of tea, an absolutely devastating haircut, a front row seat for what promises to be some especially juicy justice, free of charge. The only thing missing is snap kernels. You wouldn't happen to have any snap kernels, would you? No. Pity. Anyway, the name's Tagora Gorjek, but you can call me Gorgor. So can you prove you weren't involved in this crime? Cynicism and distrust, both of which I can respect. Of course I can prove it. I can prove anything, however far-fetched. But you'll need to pay for my hourly billing rate, of course. Just sign here. You want to charge me to prove you're innocent. It's hard work being innocent. You want me to do it for free? How do you expect me to make any money? Well, okay, but if you can't prove you're innocent, then your name may come up at trial. And you know, people get convicted for stuff they didn't do all the time. All day time. Don't you watch crime shows and stuff? Do you guys have those? We have public callings every so often, if that's what you mean. Maybe you're right. Okay, I'll prove my innocence for you free of charge. I hope you're aware that I wouldn't extend the special offer to just anyone. I couldn't have done it. I was in the Load Gaper. Oh, but the book was found in the Load Gaper. Indeed, but I promise you that the full hour I spent in there was devoted to nothing but the diligent evacuation of my internals. Ew, but how do we know you're telling the truth? That's an awfully long time to be using the bathroom, isn't it? What's any business of yours how long I take in the Gaper? To be honest, we members of the legislature profession are prone to load blockages and slow disgorgements. Too much information. The Load Gaper security video will show a reasonable... Control words. The Load Gaper security video will show beyond a reasonable doubt that I was closeted with my bowels, and so nowhere near the scene of the outrage at the time it took place. Aha! Is there a second part of that? Just get the security video and I'll prove my innocence. Alright. Let's see if there's... Can we get... Let's get the security video. Let's get the, let's inspect the security penis. I don't see tape in here. What's a tape? Oh right, your planet probably hasn't used tapes for hundreds of years. To record videos. A little black box, 2 fools, magnetic tape in them. As it turns, it plays the video. Like if you're a 90s kid.
Thumbs up.
Grubs? Like insect grubs? Yeah, they're linked cyclically to a CPU or something like that. And this is just like a naturally occurring thing on your planet? Well, in the old days we used to farm them, but then natural-born memory grubs can only store a terabyte of information maximum. But they're cloned and grown in the giant vats of some Imperial ship out in the galactic border. It's just slave bugs. Okay. We're gonna need to hunt sharp and thin to pry the grub out. Right, let's go see what we can find. I struggle to feel too bad for grubs.
Grubs are people too, Aidan.
Alright, sure. Hitting the camera with silence, just about hitting the stick. What was your VHS tape when you were a kid that you remember playing endlessly?
I'll have to think about that.
I had like my grandparents sent over all the Wallace and Gromit episodes taped, so I had those. And I watched them over and over, despite they always scared me.
Do you want my honest answer or an answer that's probably a lie?
Whichever one is funnier.
Okay, so the honest answer.
And then the other one.
The honest answer is my mom had Titanic on VHS. And
damn, that's a long one.
And so it was on 2 tapes. And so naturally, I would always fast forward to the boobs part. So that's my honest answer.
That's a good story.
My lie answer was gonna be I had the Digimon movie on VHS.
I mean, both of these things are. I think both of these things are important. Okay, so Stelsa seems to be having a time. It's much too late now, I'm in it to win it, and I will crush the opposition under my impeccable troll Louis Vuitton patent stiletto heels fall season. I just wish I didn't have to play along with my dear ZZ's silly political fantasies. What is this? Yeah, how much of a real one is she? How much is she gonna tell? How much is she gonna leak? You know, same old, same old. My ZC is a results-driven go-getter who thinks outside the box. It's an enviable skill set in certain legislative resource pools. She may give leadership a shake-up, but it's always for the betterment of the Empire, of course. Haha, wouldn't it be? Alright, vibe check passed. Her hard work is all for the sake of streamlining the process, but the way she tries to eliminate its pain points tends to push the envelope. Alright. Is there another talk? Can I ask you another question? How to miss we don't have all night. About you and Tizias. What's the deal with you two? Sweetheart, you treat me to a lunch involving a glass of fermented purple sphere liquid and a nice grub cheese plate before tossing these implications around willy-nilly. I'm sorry I didn't mean anything by it. I guess it was a stupid question. Didn't we just already... Okay. I guess she cares a lot less about it than she does. Despite any hot goss you may have heard on the down low, I assure you that Tizzy and I have nothing to do with the reddest feelings for one another. In fact, there isn't a hint of gray or black in the mix whatsoever. Oh, interesting. We certainly have our professional differences, but she just drives me up the wall sometimes. She never sells anything she won't let me give her a makeover, and she definitely doesn't appreciate the benefits of a good networking event. Based. But trust me, dear, I deeply enjoy her company, and she really keeps me sane. I'm amazed by all the knowledge she's got locked away in her think fan and how she efficiently and pseudo-metaphorically slaughters her opponents at practice trials, and ooh, she's so gorgeous those deep-set eye bags are like a natural eyeliner-highlighter combo. In the end, that's why I love her. Wow, you two sure seem like great gal pals. Haha, bye.
Oh, Joey.
Oh. I feel like this relationship dynamic changed a bit to be more endearing in FriendSim.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. This is before Tirona got radicalized, is my headcanon. Immediately after we leave this room, she, like, starts watching, like, troll Sargon of Akkad YouTube videos, and it all goes downhill from there. If I had been the one to steal part of the infamous Rainbow Emotion Saga, I promise I never would have returned it. Just a normal little shit. Actually, could we strike that from the record? How do you know so much about the book? I have an interest in, salacious historical artifacts. I never thought I'd run into one of them here, all places. Usually, even professional perspective editors could only hope to touch a book like that. Okay, usually, even professional perspective editors could only hope to touch a book like that on the ugly end of a low blood rebellion. I don't know why this has ease. Okay. That one on, okay. Perspective editor? Yes. It's a branch of aberrant... This is so hard. It's a branch of abhor-historical methodology where you help the government decide which historical documents are advantageous to the Empress and should be locked up or purged. Most people think it's boring work because you spend a lot of time reading old ledgers and requisition records, but you wouldn't believe the things you learn about the past from that stuff. Of course, oh my...
He's falling apart.
Oh my god. Of course, there's the added benefit of being the only one who gets to see them at all. Wait. Are you saying that you study these historical documents and then you just lie about what's in them? Yes? Why else study history if not to control it? Alright, not that far off. If you put history into the hands of the people, you'd end up with total anarchy. Just look at what's happened here. Alright. Is there another question? What's with the judgy look? I don't know, because you suck. I'm above the petty drama of hysterical anchorites. I only care about facts and reason. Beneath me. We need a testimony, bro. Will you talk to a girl? Damn. Every trick in the book. I was trying to throw him. Alright, Branya, what's good? Brian, can we talk to you about what happened? Not if you expect me to betray my wards for the entertainment of a high-blood rapper. Why else, though? No, we want to help. We're gonna help you build. Oh my god. Okay, this is just taking a toll on my brain. This is just normal English. We're gonna help you all build up an unimpeachable defense. I really don't understand what you or that Teal Blood really think any of this is going to accomplish. Because, 1, nobody cares about the truth. 2, everybody knows nobody cares about the truth, and will therefore never actually tell the truth. 3, I don't know you. We get that, we really do. I know you have no reason to trust our or Marvis. But we're all in this together now, right? Shouldn't we at least, I don't know, try? Yeah, I guess we should. So, we can ask you stuff. Go ahead. You're in charge here, right? Well, I'm certainly not in charge of the Teals or that High Blood, but I am the highest ranking Jade in my cloister, yes. Even though Lank likes to pretend that he doesn't have to listen to me. So yes. Go ahead and ask anything you like. Oh, let's ask about Dariah. Why were you so ready to convict Dariah earlier? Everybody seemed really convinced it was her, or at least they seemed like they didn't care if she got falsely accused. It's political. There really isn't any point in trying to explain it to outsiders, so I'm not going to bother. But if you're asking me if I have any material proof that she did it, then no, I don't. Damn. I wish I remembered more about these characters from their routes, besides just Lemera and Lank, and a little bit about I guess a little bit about these two.
Yeah.
Go ahead and ask anything you like. What are you doing out here? What are you doing here? I thought the cloistered Jades weren't allowed to leave the caverns. We aren't. The drones would strike us down if we were to abandon our duties to the Mother Grub. Except for one single event per sweep. Jivik Week? Yes, obviously. I'm sorry if this sounds ignorant, but why are you allowed out during Jivik Week? Don't you have a really important job to do? We do. And I suppose it's in contravention of hundreds of sweeps of tradition for us to leave before our ordeals. But it's the heiress's will, I guess? The heiress? Yes, maybe 3 or 4 sweeps ago, the heiress just demanded that even we be allowed to attend. The drones stand down, and we were allowed to emerge from the caverns. Isn't that potentially a big problem? Do some of you not run away from your duties? Sorry. None of my Jades are so cowardly. This is merely a field trip. Alright, last one. Or third one. Go ahead and ask anything you like about that book. So, what exactly happened with the book Fresh Teeth? It's a whole mess. But the first problem is, 1. The book should not have been on the train in the first place. It's part of a banned series we keep in the cloister library for safety. 2. What you witnessed was only the back half of the drama. This has been going on all evening. The timeline is actually kind of complicated, so bear with me. Wanshi found the book about 20 minutes after the train left the station. I confiscated it and immediately put it in my locker. About 40 minutes after that, I realized someone had broken the lock and stolen the book. 20 minutes after that, we found the book again, but it had been defaced. A bunch of pages were ripped out. Okay, I'm committing this to my brain hole. Okay, so the little one found it 20 minutes after the train left the station. Brian took it and put it in her locker. 40 minutes pass, and they realize the lock has been broken and the book is gone. And then 20 minutes after that, they find it again and it's been fucked up. So 20 minutes in, once she finds it, an hour into the trip, they realize it's missing again. Then an hour and 20 into the trip, they find it again. 3. I have absolutely no idea how whoever did this got the chance. The lockers are right there, and it's not like we've had much to distract us. So you have the book now? Yes, it's safe. Can we see it? Absolutely not. No one touches a single page of the Rainbow Himotion Saga until we get back to the caverns. Anything else? No. Alright. What's good, kiddo? Hi, I guess you want to talk about Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Himotion Saga. Yeah, so you're the one who had it first. Well, I didn't bring it onto the train, if that's what you're asking. I just found it. I've never seen it before. I only knew the series by reputation. Is it very well known? Not exactly, but I know some of the others have definitely read it. It's about a Jade Blood who was thrown out of the caverns for impure dalliances with her fellow Jades. Oh, whoa. Then she becomes a Rainbow Drinker, and even more impure dalliances. A Rainbow Drinker? Oh, I guess you trolls who live on the surface have different myths. Doo-boo. Legends have it that there are Jades who have cheated to death by becoming Rainbow Drinkers. They say that the Rainbow Drinkers can live forever, and their eternal youth means they never have to leave Alternia. But they must drink the blood of other trolls to survive. Oh, whoa. Oh, like a vampire. Sure, if that's what you're called. Ooh. But it's all just stories, of course. Rainbow Drinkers aren't real. So the book is just about vampires. Well, there are Rainbow Drinkers in it, but I wouldn't say it's about them. It's more centered around the main character doing pretty much all the sacrileges it's possible to do, of which becoming a Rainbow Drinker is one. Like, there's this one iconic scene where she gets her... why don't you? That story sounds really exciting. But obviously you don't have the book, so, we're gonna go talk to some other people. Gets her what and what? I wanna know. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go, Joey. Alright. Let's go with my Nara. Go away, I'm not a suspect. Do we have to talk to her? She looks like she might knife us. Will you give a statement? Do you mind giving a statement? Yes, I mind. I find it offensive that you think I have something to hide. Jiraiya is the culprit, plain and simple. But Jiraiya has no reason to steal anything, especially not something like a vampire book. Can you really imagine those kinds of fancy pants, curly-haired Gary Oldman guys appealing to those totally radical punk teens? Come on. And I don't think she's the type to stir up a scene for yucks, so what'd she have to gain? She would gain tingly feelings in areas we'd best not talk about. Jiraiya is a nasty, pervert bitch. Jesus. That's all I have to say on the matter. Damn, okay. Haven't you had enough already? You and me both. About the other Jades. We want to know a little bit about your friends, I guess. Can you call them that? We're cloister mates. I can assure you that there's no stronger connection in this world than between Jades and a cloister. Even though Wenshi is an irresponsible mess who reads too much deplorable literature. And Jiraiya is a nasty thief who never respects the rules. And Lank is a disgusting party boy slut who participates in degenerate activities. All these frictions are just trials to test our faith and commitment to our duty. I am so grateful to my cloister mates for providing me endless opportunities to prove my strength and loyalty. We have an unbreakable bond of blood and tradition that binds us more closely than any quadrant. Wow, it sounds like you guys love each other a lot. Alright then. Why do you care so much? Why are you so passionate about this? You're making a big stink over it and I don't understand why. What do you mean? Justice must be called down upon Jiraiya. But Jiraiya is your cloister mate. Do you not care about her? What matters most is what's best for the whole cloister. How is going through this trial going to help your cloister? Look, I'm only doing this to help Bronya. She is the shining star that lights our way in these dark caverns. It's about time there were some consequences for how they treat her. Anything else? I'm the whip in Bronya's hand and you'd best get back before I crack. I agree. I think I remember liking this character slightly more in Front Sim.
Yeah.
Although even then she was a lot. Alright, let's see what's up with Jiraiya. Could we ask you a few questions? Yeah, whatever. Did you do it? Zephyros, you can't just ask that. Oh, why not? Because she's our client. It's our job to believe that she's innocent. We can't ask her anything that would incriminate her. Why? You're considered innocent until somebody proves you guilty. Sounds fake, but whatever. I didn't do it, but Lynera thinks I want to fill pails with Bronya, so she's not going to change her story. And that teal blood with an industrial metallic cylinder up her nook is going to believe whatever she thinks will make the clown happy. Could we ask you some more questions? Fine. About the Jades. So, The other Greenbloods, you're all family? What? I mean, you all live together. Oh yeah, we all got chosen for Cloister when we were barely older than Wigglers. We're the fucking special ones who get to take care of the Mother Grub and all its business cavern to grave. Cavern to grave. Not all Jades get chosen, but apparently we're the purest of the pure. Wow. Lol, right. One look at Lank, and any theory anybody has of the Cloister falls apart. That guy hatched, crawled right back into a bucket, and never came out. That's a great line.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone who lives in the cavern is a steaming pile of garbage. Can you not leave? Who the fuck are you, kid? I'm just very stupid. Whatever. Yeah, we can't leave. Do you know what cloistered means? It means these assholes are the only trolls I'm going to see before I leave the planet. It's not like we can just sneak out. We'd be killed by drones. Literally, the only fucking time we're allowed to leave that shithole is Jivik Week, and even that's new. You'd be bitter, too. Damn. What the fuck is her deal? About Lynera. What about her? She sucks. Not really anything else I can say. She wants to get me cold. She's absolutely convinced herself that I'm trying to fuck Branya. Eh? Are you? No. You think I'm trying to get with any of these losers I see literally every day? I've been down that road before. I'm over it. Elaborate. Okay, about the book. So this book that everyone's so worried about, Fresh Teeth. It's so fucking stupid. Fresh Teeth isn't even that dirty. I see way worse shit on the internet. It's like embarrassingly bad. Wait, how do you know that? Yeah, isn't it forbidden? Please. It's usually just sitting there in the Cloister library. I'm definitely not the only one who's looked through it. Which is why this whole situation is stupid. This blows. This is so fucking dumb. Okay. Much like Friendsim, we're saving the best for last.
So true.
Can we ask some questions for the trial? Make it quick. Your tie is not even, like, loosely... Come on. This is like if you were, like, trying to dress up like the You Come Now guy, but, like, you were like just too enthusiastic to take the gift. You didn't even bother looking up how to tie a tie. To be fair, this shit sucks. What do you think? That Branya is naive if she thinks this is what it looks like on the surface. And that Lynera could stand to get paled. What is that supposed to mean? My suggestion would be that you should talk to everyone here before making any snap judgments. I fucking did.
He's just saying in general.
Can we ask some questions for the trial? I thought there was like a dialogue block. I forgot there was a choice.
No.
What is your take on the other Jades? My take? Yeah, you know. What do you feel about the rest of your traveling companions? Very little. Wow, you're helpful. Quite. So, do you believe Dariah did it? You know, I just can't quite bring myself to care. This is going nowhere. Glad to be of help. Prick.
Alright, Aidan, did she do it?
Okay. I don't know. I don't think we can go back and re-inspect any dialogue, so I suppose we'll just see how it goes. Clicking around. Alright. I guess we'll give this one we'll give this side of the room another sweep real quick. Alright, gotta... Okay. This thing. Bro, this conversation's long as fuck. How are we doing this again?
I'm gonna let you know that there is an item you don't have yet that you need to get the grub tape.
That's what I was starting to think. I guess we'll see what happens. Sup, Joe? Are you hyped for this or what? LOL. Actually, I'm pretty nervous. I'm totally new to all this legislator stuff. Don't freak out, buddy. I don't care if you do something wrong, because everyone's participating in the trial will be encouraged to commit less naughty acts just by witnessing the utilitarianism of the means of punishment. No matter the outcome, it's a moral victory, buddy. Hollis, No matter the outcome, it's a moral victory, buddy. Hollis, skirt, brat. Ha, no wonder they picked you to be the judge. I hope I'll be able to convince you of whatever my case ends up being. I'm sure you'll pull on a hell of a show. Give me a sword so I can... Okay. Get the grub out. Alright. You have a knife. Do I have to use an item on one of these characters, or do I... Is it...
You need to talk to someone
else?
again.
Okay. Who looks sharp? I think I ran through all the jades. Oh, hey, Branya, do you have the key to the lockers? We kind of need to get inside if we're going to do a thorough investigation. If I were a less diplomatic person with anything more than inoffensively neutral opinions, I might say this is all fucking ridiculous. But here.
Key acquired, yay!
Let's go. Oops. Okay. Teal lock or jade lockers. I guess I'll fucking start clicking. Alright. Let's see what we get. Oh, okay. One at a time. Let's rummage. Branya's stuff. Let's not burgle her a second time. Wait, what's that? Oh my goodness, she has the missing pages with all the naughty scenes in them. She must have written out to protect your cloister. Joey, wait! You aren't reading them, are you? Shh. These aren't even that dirty. Okay, so Branya has the pages, but that... Okay. That would, that's not good. Not good for her case. This must be Daria's. Is something wrong, Joey? She's really cool. Oh, there's a bunch of nail files in here. Ouch, they're super sharp. Yeah, some of them are sharp for extra long claws. I don't think that's how files work. I don't think Daria would mind if I took one. Acquired. Alright. It's locked. When you try to pull it open, Zephyros steps on something. Oh no. What's wrong? Nothing. XDDDD. Did you step on that thing? Yeah, Joey, what do we do? These kits are really expensive and time-consuming to make. This is a disaster. There's no way we can fix it without the proper tools. It's okay, Zephyros. Accidents happen, and it was pretty irresponsible of the owner to leave something so fragile on the floor like that. I'm sure they'll understand. Understand? Rusties like me have been cold for less. Wait. Take another look. Here's the crack from where you stepped on it, but there's another one running in the opposite direction. It was already broken when you stepped on it. That's what was on the floor. Someone else must have broken it and tried to ditch the evidence. They knew someone else would accidentally step on it and take the heat for their crime. Wow, Joey, you sound just like a legislator already. Do I? Yeah, I think I got a little carried away at the end there, actually. There's no way to prove all that stuff said at the end. But I definitely don't think you're the one who broke it, Zephyros, so don't worry. Anyway, let's hold on to this. It might turn out to be important. Broken drone model kit. Those links. This bag is filled with participation trophies. Only Lionhair would be proud of winning Tidier of the Month this many times in a row. Wow, she'd make a great Lowblood. Wait, this is a boy band magazine? Oh yeah, an H2D fan mag. They're huge right now. What was H2D?
Hatch to Dance.
There it is, yeah. I keep getting into their music though. And Lanera has a ton of nail polish in here, too. Wow, maybe she's more girly than I thought. This is just filled with Soldier Purbeast books. Are they any good? It's got a lot of fans, but I could never get into them. Maybe I can read one after getting the express track. Stealing. Alright. Let's do some filing. Let's go see what Gorgor was up to in the bathroom. Wait, this is just footage of people using the bathroom? Creepy. Yeah, but nobody looks like grubs like this usually, except for a security drone. Like the same robot things that blew up your hive? Yeah, there are lots of different kinds. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to this place. Oh, so, okay. Here's a tape of you and the crapper. Hand that oozy, sticky information repository voila over. Stop wriggling, you. Alright, plugging it in. Let's go straight to the time period during which the outrage was committed. Otherwise, we'll have to watch a succession of unpalatable episodes, with maybe some unpalatable sounds as well. If you'll just sign here to waive your rights... Ah, here we are. Well, admittedly was in the load gaper around the time your culture must have stashed the Stashly book. My preoccupations were of a purely fecal matter. Alright, we begin with timestamp 1449. Voila. 48 minutes of what you might call Lotus Putridis Eruptus Immensus. Enjoy!
Horrible.
Oh. Okay, I think that's enough. I believe you. Me too. No, you'd both get failing grades in evidence class with those attitudes. Don't you need to be thorough and verify I'm innocent of crime? Thanks, but yeah, you seem like a pretty honest guy. Okay. Nothing else. Have you returned to see more of my Eruptus Immensus episode? No thanks, I'm satisfied. Well, of course I can. How? Why don't you tell us you knew that all along? 1, you didn't ask me, and more importantly, 2, you didn't pay me. Well, tell us, please. That's number 1. Congratulations, you're 50% of the way to learning this important information. Well, how much are you asking for? Since we're basically best friends now, I'll offer you, 1 billion credits. Oh my god, that's so much money. Wait, Zephyros, is that a lot of money? Yeah. Actually, Alternia is an automated planet, and the Empire's economy is centrally planned, so money is mostly just for fun and doesn't matter. They have evil communism here. Unless you're an adult and you want to buy yourself out of a job in one of the bad colonies. But I'll never see that much money even when I live to be 30 sweeps old. If you have to take a moment to access your untaxed off-planet accounts, that's fine. I understand that the lag in interstellar communications can be a real pain. I'm sorry, Gorgor, but we can't pay your fee. How unfortunate. Could convince you to help us out of a respect for justice and the knowledge that you'd be doing a good deed for an innocent person? Absolutely not. However, if you have something other than money, that might make it worth my while. Like what? Have you perhaps anything that might draw eyes in the black market? Wait, what's that? What, this? My magic spice mix? Its scent is positively alluring. What exotic bounty lay inside, I wonder? Give me a magical little tube of spice, and I give you a magical little tube of info. Well, I think we hold the spice. I want to keep it. Seriously, what are you going to season with it? Everything. I'm going to season every single item I interact with past this point. This tree is going to smell great. Suit yourself. Alright, spoil me. Do I have to give him the spice?
I mean, the way to see if you have enough evidence is by talking to Tizius.
Okay.
If she tells you you can't start the trial, you don't have enough evidence.
YOLO. Alright. You haven't done shit. Go gather more statements, more evidence. Anything, please. I'm begging you. Alright. I figured, maybe we can use this for something more valuable later, but alright, we'll give him the spice. Alright, deal. I'm not sure what weird alien food I would have put it on anyway. Wonderful. A pleasure doing business with you. Now, what about that info? Alright, here you are. What is this? Tiguri's internet history. Wait, you just had a printout of that ready to go? How? When? That's not important. What is important is Tiguri has spent a not insubstantial amount of time on websites of questionable moral character. And far be it for me to criticize anyone's taste, but several of these websites pertain to the precise contents of the Forbidden Jade book, causing us all so much stress. Wait, you know what Fresh Teeth is about? Of course I do. It's only against Jade law to read it. But I'm not the children's train here. Tiguri frequents Rainbow Drinker sites on the regular. Is that a website? I can't even read it. It's got so many X's in it. Thanks for this, Gorgor. Yeah, thanks, Gorgor. Anytime you want to trade culinary oddities for compelling evidence, do keep me in mind. Saul Goodman-ass fucking character. Love this dude. Alright, make another wave around. Should we really be getting involved in this? I think we're sort of trapped now. If we don't do what the High Blood wants, again with assuming the worst of Marvis. Oh my god, Blivery. Again with assuming the worst of Marvis. I'm more worried about, what if it turns out Jiraiya did steal the book? What if we help her, but it turns out she had been guilty the whole time? I don't see why it matters. You don't? I mean, that's sort of how trials work. It's not about whether you really did the crime or not. I think it matters how good you are at talking. Who can get on your side in the audience? What makes for the best theater? Maybe our planets aren't so different after all. Social commentary!
Whoa!
It's true, though. Ah, the two plebeian ignoramuses have finally come to interrogate my vast intellect. Who are you again? Me? My blade has slain countless enemies. My name is whispered in fear among those who live in the shadows. Whomst. That's great. Wow, look at the time. We've really got to go. Bye-bye. Wait. Aren't you investigating that mysteriously stolen, body light novel? I know about all sorts of illicit works. I'm sure you do. From banned text to cartoons censored by the East Alternian Black Bar Society. My dark knowledge knows no limits. Oh my god, dude. Oh jeez. In fact, a virile alpha male who fears no authority, such as myself, might even take an interest in collecting banned text. This guy needs to get paled. Don't you want to ask me about banned text? Please, ask me about banned text. He wants to talk about hentai so bad. At least ask me about the daring theft. The break-in, the excitement, the bold hiding place. I know all sorts of forbidden secrets. I don't want to talk to him anymore, but that was so suspicious. I'm behind you 100%. Can we ask you some questions? Of course you may, milady. What's that about banned texts? What exactly do you know about banned texts? Just, stuff. But what kind of stuff? A low blood could never understand. It's art, bro. Alright, why didn't you say anything before? It was a danger to my extremely important person. A high blood such as myself must behave as a hunter in all arenas of life. For me to reveal such an intimate secret before it was advantageous to do so, it's a folly only a prey animal would make. If you say so, I think it's probably a good amount of evidence. Come on, we got a confession! I mean, basically. Trouble me no longer, Kisama! Let's go back to this guy. When in doubt, talk to the last guy. What about this useful piece of string? Here's some fluffy stuff from the bottom of my pocket. Tempting, but I don't think so. Well, if you see anything in all of my stuff here that you want, then... let me see. Nah, I don't think you have anything else I want. Come on! I'm afraid that I've exceeded the agreed-upon hourly schedule with my retainer. If you would like to continue this interaction, I will have no choice but to up my fee to the customary time and a half overtime rate. Sign here to acknowledge your consent to these higher rates. Alright, guess that's not it. What's going on, Torona? Nothing. What's going on, Stelsa? Nothing.
What items do you have? Like...
Let's try this. Why would you think I wanted to look at that? Oh. Wait, whose bag did we find this in?
I think it was Linera's.
Let's just show it to everybody. No thank you. Okay, well,
But, like,
I guess...
what other items do you have? Like, click the arrow, if you can.
Oh, the pages. Alright, explain these. These were in... Whose locker? Wait.
They were...
Whose locker? These were in Branya's, right?
No, that's the internet history. Which is Tagiri's.
Oh, okay. Alright. He knows what he did.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have more items. Like, keep scrolling.
So we have the boy band magazine, the tape, yeah.
Maybe check Zephyros's.
Wait, what's this? Just the stuff we had before. What about this? What is this?
And you checked every locker, right?
I believe... yeah, okay. Are the pages? I'm thinking we've rummaged. Alright, let's see. What if I just try to use these in everybody? Marvis, what do you think of this? Nobody needs to see this.
It says we're supposed to be able to start the trial. Maybe you do that other dialogue option.
Yeah, let's try that. But she's having a meltdown. And you're laughing about it? Don't worry about her. Salsa's got her top buttons done up so tight she's gonna choke. She's have her feathered must once in a while. Keeps her relationship, interesting. Okay. Come on! Come on!
Okay, I am now referring to the walkthrough.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep talking. See if I can get anything else out of any of these people. Oh! There's length dialogue. What? So we were looking at the lockers and found this. What is this? Oh, another wretched hatch-to-dance rag. Good grief. How many of these conversations do I need to have? Yes, I'm the first male Jade you've ever met. Just like Actius from the Dancing Boys band. Let's just get the interrogation fucking over with. Oh, I wondered if you were a myth. Are you special? Are there more of you in the cloister? How many of you are there? Do you all know each other? Can boys really take care of their grubs? Can you get me Actius' autograph? Or should I just cut to the chase and give you my detailed paling diary for your sick fantasies? What are you talking about? I just want to know if you had any idea if this magazine was relevant to the case. This is awkward. If you're answering questions about it, I am curious. Zephyros! Okay. So there was dialogue. Anything going on? Nope. Anything more with Bronya? Bronya. You keep saying that you don't have any opinions on this, but it kind of really seems like you do. Okay, truth be told, something like this happened before in my cloister. Really? When I was much younger, there was another Jade I knew. She was a lot like Dariah. Even the best of us waver in our faith at times, but she truly hated her calling. She wanted nothing to do with tending to the Mother Grub. And it was all because of that stupid book. She was obsessed with the Rainbow Himotion saga. It put a seed of blasphemous thoughts into her mind and consumed her. She would have done anything to change her life. She was even convinced she would become a rainbow drinker herself. But the drones took notice of her agitations eventually, and when they finally came for her, she threw herself violently against them, confident in her belief that nothing would stop her. But of course, it's just fiction. It's nonsense. She didn't rise again to watch the sun. She didn't rise again to walk the sparkling sun-drenched fields. She simply died. Wow. I'd never seen anyone die before, not up close. Bronya, I'm so sorry. Yeah, yeah. It's fine. As you can see, I've gotten over it. But that's why I'm so hard on Dariah. If I can scare the rebellion out of her now, maybe she'll survive to her ordeals. Bronya, that's really all I have to say. Damn. Is there Dariah dialogue after that? Yes. What do you want now? No, there is not. Never mind. The blade of justice is currently sheathed. Alright, let's try it again. Ah, okay. What do you think so far? Let's talk through it. Discovered the book Fresh Teeth was smuggled onto the train. Once she found it initially, Bronya locked it away, and then somebody broke into her locker and stole it. They tore some stuff out and hid it in the load gaper. You have a security grub that plays with certain trolls in certain places at certain times. You also have a bunch of extraneous bullshit items that may or may not come into play, maybe. You are trying to figure out who stole the book from the locker and defaced it. Oh, there's so much going on! Can you at least give us a hint? I guess I can say this, there's more going on with this case than it seems. The thief might not be the real wrongdoer here. Everyone's got something to hide. Rip the secrets from their blood pushers like the fiercest of legislators. My going theory that's correct is that Togiri stole it, and when Bronya took it back, she ripped the pages out and defaced it to try to not give anybody any ideas. Working theory.
Interesting.
Play the game better next time. Alright. About the book. So I think the book was technically stolen twice. It was taken from Bronya's lockers, obviously, but somebody had to steal it out of their library in the first place in order for it to get on the train. We're dealing with two different thieves here. While the initial theft is a chilling mystery, I'm sure would enwrap the court, there's not much to be done about it. You need evidence, a suspect, a timeline. You need to put on a show. You can't do shit about You can't do shit about it with what you've got now. Focus on who stole the book from the locker, okay? I'm gonna actually save real quick.
Understandable.
Out of my gaming instinct.
I'm going to let you know right now, this upcoming segment, you can either get it done in like 15 minutes or you can get it done in like 2 hours.
Let's go.
So if at any point you want to like get guidance from the walkthrough that I have pulled up, just say so.
Understandable. I got you. Alright. This time I'm gonna click the right thing. This is my feeling you missed. It's up to you. You can click around a little bit more. When you put it like that. Alright, so I think we've gone through the tape. Let's, what was that? Was this? How do you check what an item is? Where do you click?
I don't know. Whoa.
How do I escape this? Oh.
The X in the top right. Maybe.
That is hidden by the by my video recording overlay. Okay. Alright. Still anything? Okay. I think that I feel like there's more over here on this side of the room. The soldier Purbeast always said that with faith in the system, all trials result in a just execution, Uwu. Interesting.
Yeah, I really don't think there's much more you can do.
Okay.
Like, technically, if you still had the Pogs, there would have been more for you to do here.
Shouldn't let go of the Pogs, then. Alright, let's fucking do it. Whoa! Heyo, welcome to the trial of Lil Daria What's-Her-Fuck-It. The prosecution is prepped and ready for your honorable tyranny. The prosecution will now show the court that Daria Johnjet stole filthy rainbow drinker contraband from the Jade Lockers, defiled it, and acted like a degenerate criminal just in general. The prosecution will now call to stand their first witness. Whoa! Slow the fuck down, Speedy McGee. You've given these itty-bitty lowbloods an opportunity to get a word in. Oh yes, of course, Your Honor. How rude of me. Hey Joe, who you calling as your first witness? Me? Whoa. Yes, are you deaf? Quick, you're holding up the court. This will set the whole tone of the trial. It's a big decision. Tisius, what do you think? This is your show. My role is merely, advisory. Okay, how about... Should we just call Tagiri up and, like, get him to brag about it? Oh god. I can see how this takes a million hours.
Yeah.
Well... Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Tagiri? You seek to challenge me. Joey, do we really want to talk to him again? On second thought, maybe not. I agree. Cowards. You have observed that my mind is a steel trap. I am like an abyss that stares back. Any attempt to deconstruct my flawless logic would only result in madness. Yeah, that's definitely it. How about... Okay. You know what? Okay, this is really fucking with me how she says it on both pages. Let's just run through them. Tagora. Of course, I would love to, but I highly doubt you'd be able to afford my court fees. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Let's try... Let's go, So who would know anything? Let's talk. Let's get some Bronya cross-examination going. Bronya. Seems obvious, but no. Did you say this was my decision? Sure, but I'm allowed to stop you from taking a bad decision, right? Darling, stop backseat lawyering and let the poor girl choose. I will. When she chooses the right one. Torona. Torona. Nice choice. But you promised I wouldn't have to testify. I never actually said that. Don't worry, I won't ask you anything incriminating. Empress, give me strength. Time's a ticking, bitches. I'll talk. Look, I'm not really comfortable doing this. I prefer to work behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Naturally. Like the great terrologian of the dire empiricist troll Thomas Hobbes once said, teal bloods are better never seen nor heard. That is how you know the Empire is thriving. Efficiently. Decisively. Lethally. On the back of our invisible labor. But we are not here to talk about you. We're here to talk about the unfortunate melodramatic afflictions typical of our cloistered sisters, so stay on topic. Look, I don't know what you think I saw. If you saw nothing, then you have nothing to lose by telling us the truth. Are you kidding? This is a courtroom. I have everything to lose by telling the truth. Like my life. In normal circumstances, that's true. But we're running a little experiment here. Experiment? Yeah, kind of more gentler make of trial. We're practicing a policy of innocent until proven guilty. It's almost blasphemous. Why are we explaining this again? It was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time, I didn't even know that they just were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing over some silly romance novel. Not that I overheard their argument, not explicitly. I'm not the kind of creep who would just listen in a private conversation on purpose or anything. I've just never seen one in real life before. I'm not a stalker. She seems so nervous, but she knows something important. There's a couple tools in the lawyer's docket you can use for an effective trial. The witness says something precious, confusing, or displaying where you can press them for more info. Or if the witness makes a statement that you can do with concrete evidence, you can present that evidence to the court. You've got to put some thought into the evidence you're presenting. If you present something that's nothing to do with the case, you'll piss off the court. It won't work if you present your evidence on the wrong statement either. Oh, we're just all, like, every feature of Ace Attorney is happening.
Yes.
I can't wait for the psych locks to pop up. It's a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time, I didn't even know the pages were carting it. Press. I never called you a stalker. Of course not. I just meant a stalker and is what you would call me. It turned out that I've been doing something creepy, like following around a bunch of strangers I just met on a train. I think she sounds suspect. So I find it embarrassing to be caught with. The pages seem like something that would be embarrassing to be caught with as a Jade Blood. You're trying to trick me. It won't work. Damn. Let's try pressing on this one. She's saying the book is forbidden. Objection. What now? It's stalling for time. I'm still just not clear on why the book is banned. I read the ripped up pages and they're not any erasing the stuff my babysitter leaves lying around the house sometimes. Since somebody actually read excerpts of those, your almost tyranny, this is outright heresy. This cannot be allowed to stand. According to Article 6, 27, subject 4 of the Troll Magna Carta, it is absolutely permitted for anyone involved in a trial of this nature to view this subversive content for purposes of legal clarification. Are you sure of that? Yeah, of course I am. I could be just making numbers on top of my head and you never know. Like I said, it's only against the law if you get caught. That's what makes it so fun. Okay. How did you find them? What kind of accident was it exactly? Okay. Alright, so what did, let's see. Never seen one in real life before. What was Tizzy's advice? Tizzy was talking a little bit. Jim was gonna figure out why. I already have no idea what's going on. She wanted the boy band mag. Wait. You know what this is. What? I've never seen anything like that before in my life. You've never seen a magazine? That's right. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. It's like you can mind control me. Steffi's lying. What do I do? She just told you. Use mind control. The thing we don't have? Most legislators lack psychic powers, and we still get the job done. That's the thing. Mind control isn't magic. It's simply the art of using TK to trigger chemical responses in the victim's brain. The same chemicals can easily be hijacked with words instead. You figured out the motive. Now bring home the intent. Got nothing on me. You have more than you think. You talked about this also before the trial, too. Use your memory. Zephyros, didn't she say something before about having never seen one in real life before? I think she's safe to say that she didn't actually mean a magazine. Is it really that unusual for jades to leave their caves? I mean, for the cloistered ones, yeah, but there are non-cloistered jades, too. She was talking about something else. What was she meant? How's it even possible I've never seen a magazine? I know all about the grand old days when Teal Bloods had to pulp the paper to create the historical record with their own mouths. Why are you all being so prescriptivist and literal? I was obviously being facetious. Anyway, why would you ever try to be facetious in front of a room full of teals? On the stand, a flippant exaggeration can be the deciding factor in a guilty verdict. Maybe you want to rephrase your statement? Okay, fine. I do have some knowledge regarding the existence of magazines, but I've never seen that one. And there's nothing you can do to prove I have. Kim mind control me. I've never seen that one. This feels like a bad press. We're just gonna keep pressing. But you've seen some magazines. Are you gonna ask different questions or can I go now? Try to establish the facts. Alright. Think about it logically. There's only a limited number of reasons Toronto would want the magazine. It'd be easy to narrow them down. Toronto was reminded of something, Toronto was reminded of someone, Toronto needs something to wipe with. I'm gonna say someone. Where is he? Oh, I think I get it now. So it was obvious. Do you think Lank looks like one of the boys in this cover? You mean Actius? So you do know what the magazine is about. You were lying. Of course I was lying. Who doesn't know who Hatch to Dance are? Yes, have you not heard? They were hatched only to dance and are very good at it. HUD is the hottest group on the planet. In fact, they're so popular that they've already been pre-approved for cushy military positions when they hit 9 sweeps so they can continue their music careers while serving the Empire. This is a weirdly timed with BTS having to do military service.
Yeah.
Shout out to that happening. I don't want to believe that it was true, but there's a rumor that Actius is going to get cold soon. He's been dissing Trizia's selfies on Chitter, so she's going to send bots after him at their next gig. It's not fair. This is going somewhere. Is this going somewhere? It's just that, you see, Actius is my bias. You're what? He's my bias! Everything is clear now. Actius is her waifu. That means he's her favorite. Yes, I see now. Just as a warrior cannot reveal his waifu except to true comrades or true rivals. That's a lie. You motherfuckers love advertising that shit. I have a fucking waifu fight stick. I know you people. A member of the HGD battalion cannot let their bias slip accidentally. To do so would be as foolish as baring your neck to an enemy. A male Jeeble, you don't see one of those every day. So you're following Branya and her friends around because Lank looks like your favorite singer. I mean, well, only a little bit. And I was hoping to get my hands on that magazine article from my self-tortured scrapbook. But I saw Lynera confiscate it shortly after we boarded. And I didn't want to get caught breaking into her locker. So when I saw someone selling paper into the load gaper, I thought... You saw who stashed the pages in the bathroom. I didn't exactly see it per se. The chamber was under the mountain at the time. Wait, did we go through a tunnel? If we did, I guess it must have been when we were in the first car. There's some people I couldn't see out the windows. If that's true, then we didn't have an exact timeline for the crime, do we? Do we have an exact timeline for the crime, don't we? Thanks, your testimony really helped us out. In that case, can I go now? Yeah, buddy, scuttle along. Interesting. She was talking about your friend's party, right, Zephyros? Sounds like Credea's party is going to be a mess. But from what I know, Damek and Credea would have been up to... HUD drama is the last reason Triza would have had her place raided. We have to focus on the trial right now, or we're going to be stuck in this car forever. I think it's time to talk to Little Miss Camp Counselor. Well chosen. Branya, you're up next. If that's what you want, I already told you that I won't speak against my girls. And Lank. And Lank. Yes, castleloyalty is a laudable attribute in any loyal subject to the Empire. However, in this case, silence may be more damning than any testimony you could give. What do you mean? I have in my hands a personal note scrub, which happens to be running at the precise moment that your group's adorable little schism kicked up. Wow. Your honorable tyranny, the prosecution would like to submit in lieu of testimony the defendant's own words. Is that allowed? In court, my dude, anything goes if it pleases the judge. Yeah, this tickled me, Entertainment Globes. It's your choice, Miss Branya. Test your wits against two completely untrained legislators participating in a farce trial, or put faith in the truth, but I warn you, the truth is a cleansing light more powerful than the sun, and I don't think you're a rainbow drinker. Nice one, Stells. I'm all Twitter-pated. Thanks, I stole that one from you, darling. Yeah, I know. That's why it's so good. So what's gonna be, champ? We'll play the recording. Is this bad or is it bad? I can't tell. Hard to tell either way. Unlike the last witness, you won't be able to fluster them with incriminating evidence. Anything you present must be absolutely and without a doubt irrefutable. Would everyone just calm down? You're calm. The only one pitching a fit here is Lynera, as usual. I am not pitching a fit. I'm trying to help Branya keep everyone in order. Lynera, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me called. I should have known the second we were out of the cave you'd try to get me thrown off the train, you backstabbing little bitch. No one will have to throw anyone off any trains if you just tell us where the book is. I don't have to say shit about shit. Dariah, please, just tell us what happened to the book. You see that you're innocent, I promise to believe you. But you have to say something. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown-noser's pathetic ignorance, Gash. This is where we come in. Lynera's ignorance of Gashes is, as always, what's caused this entire mess. What's that supposed to mean? Blank, Dariah, don't gang up on her. Why the fuck not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this as a... There, now we've all heard it. Branya herself, in her own words, suspected that Dariah was the one who defiled the book. I think that's an oversimplification of a very complicated situation. What does Branya think? Well, that says it all. It does sound pretty clear-cut. It was obvious that Branya was trying to stop that argument at any cost. Totally, but that sort of free-form psychological analysis doesn't fly in court. Listen again. There will be a detail that stands out, I promise. Just calm down. Oh wait, okay. It's like segmented up.
Yeah.
Why would this be what caused this mess? I'm gonna read into his weird comment. Why are you awful to each other? It's because we're ever such close friends. But you know. Uh-oh. I think there's something else here we're missing. Press this one and press the middle one. Stop the tape. Brian, you actually think Dariah did it, don't you? Congratulations, you have accurately gleaned from context where I was going with this. However, I fail to see how this observation serves your case if we are all in agreement that Daria did it. Why are we wasting time on this ridiculous charade? Oh, is the trial over already? Damn, it was just getting interesting. No. I'm going to think a bit harder before pressing a statement next time, kiddo. Yeah, thanks for that well-timed advice. No problem. Oh, come on. I'm not thinking anything that comes out of that brown-nosed pathetic ignorance gash. Talking about Lynera. Lynera's ignorance of gashes is as always what's caused this entire mess. What is that supposed to mean? Blank. Daria, don't gang up on her. Why the fuck not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can you see this is set up? Okay, here's Lynera as usual. Let's just press all of them and ignore her advice. Because she's not got her nose permanently stuck up Bronya's nut. I do not. And she's a dreadful liar. That's not going to serve you well off-planet, kid. That's fine. I'm never going off-planet. I plan to serve as a midwife to the mother grub, as is befitting to a proper member of our cast. Well, I know being a midwife isn't even fucking real. Yes, it is. Yeah, when was the last time you saw one, then? They're cloistered. We're not supposed to see them. Drown me. Is the defense going somewhere with this? Upon reflection, I guess not. Alright. Help me. Zephyr said that he saw Lynera and like holding hands a little while ago, which is pretty wild. You just scope out your evidence, see what lines up with illicit hand holding.
Come on, man. You didn't read that description?
What, this?
Read the description.
Okay. Bronny is letting you borrow her chalkboard, where she lists all the activities that Jade had planned for their trip. It starts with the accountability buddy assignments, where the Jades are paired up with each other. Interesting. Before continuing, I'd like the court to examine Bronny's itinerary for the trip. Objection! Your honorable tyranny. I don't see the relevance of this line of quote inquiry as the case. This feels suspiciously like stalling for time. What's wrong, Celeste? I thought you liked a tight itinerary. Don't air out laundry like that in a public court. Keep your shirt on, babe. I meant it literally. Bronya here was the one who established the initial timeline for the case. Don't you want us to make sure that she's dotted all the proverbial I's and slotted the metaphorical T's? I have a weakness for grammatic word and, well, fastidiousness in general. Yeah, that's why I've carefully pressed hidden coffee rings into every notebook you own. If you look at the first item of the itinerary, you find reference to the term accountability buddy. What's an accountability buddy? Ah, well, that's when friends learn about being responsible together. Responsibility is a very... She makes us hold hands every time we go anywhere together. Oh, that's... humiliating? Yes, if I never have to feel Lynera's clammy, sweaty palm in mine again, it would be too soon. Hey! Unfortunately. Which would make... Wanshi Darius? Oh yes, we always have so much fun together. No, we don't. Bronya, I want to be absolutely clear on where everyone was and when. Can you tell us more about your accountability buddy system in a little more detail? Well, I don't see how it could hurt, I assure you. Assignment of accountability buddies is standard practice. Our cloister does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. There is no special reason behind it, besides as a way to keep track of our special duties. And since you asked, I confirmed the accountability buddy pair-ups this trip were Blank and Lynera, Wanchi and Daria. These were decided by Lynera and I ahead of time. Have I answered all your questions? To be honest, not really. Would you mind going over all that again? Oh, of course. My pleasure to waste as much of your time as possible. I assure you. Some of accountability is... let's press on why were decided by you and Lynera. Let me see what's behind the pair-ups you chose. No. What do the rest of you have to say about that? Well... Objection. The rest of you are not currently on the stand. They've been interjecting the whole time and you haven't complained yet. because it wasn't advantageous for her to complain until now. I'm impressed, Stells. You've got it in you after all. Must I remind you that the job of an auditor is to investigate lapses of judgment and decorum within the deepest and most secretive bowels of the Empire. We're the ones who decide the fates of legislators who lose their way, as we have to be at least twice as canny, if not half as brutal. I'll have to watch my back once we're off planet. Well, not if I watch it for you, sweetheart. Wow, was that innuendo? I knew this trial would awaken things in you. This quadrant vacillation is whack. I don't understand what any of that meant, but can we get back on track? There is no significance behind the accountability buddy pair-ups, and that's all I'll say on the matter. Do I have any evidence as to why the cloister might be experiencing problems? Oh, I can just go through all of it. Oh wait, can I present these or can I just present evidence? Oh, I can present people. I can present people. But okay. Let's see. Are you sure about that? Suppose I did tell you about the friend who got called. You said it was because of this series, too. I told you that as well, yes. That was several sweeps ago, however. But in my testimony, I said that we do not currently experience any problems that would give me cause to be suspicious of my friends. Okay, but don't you think that's kind of an important detail? If you insist. Alright, we got Tisius' blessing to keep pressing. What special duties? Damn, I'm good. Completely normal responsibilities. Like, 1. Handing out the snacks. 2. Taking care of the locker key. 3. Doing bed checks. 4. Keeping track of the luggage. 5. Leading the travel games and group sing-alongs. 6. Etc. You don't trust your friends to keep track of those things on their own? Of course I do. It's just everything is more fun if you're doing it with a buddy, even the morning chores. Since they're completely normal responsibilities, could you add them to your testimony? Certainly. Wasn't there an issue with the locker key before? Or, no, that was just true, she had it. I have the option to press again. I'm gonna keep doing it. Drones and defects, guess the subversive, long live the Empress. We sing old imperial hymns and eldritch sea shanties. You do. I mostly do my nails. Even Lynera spends most of her time listening to HGD these days. I like the production! It's starting to sound disconcertingly like holidays back home. And since you... okay. Do I just present the locker key, I guess? I can't press again, so... You say that accountability pair-ups were responsible for taking care of the locker keys. Yes. What now? Torna said that she saw the thief stealing into the bathroom. It says here in your itinerary that the key was on with Lynera in the length from 1515 to 1545, but Tamrona saw the thief make off with the book while the train was going under tunnel at 1540. So it means that Jiraiya had no way to get into the locker during the time frame that the book was stolen. Meaning that she must be innocent. Right? That's right, isn't it? Why isn't anyone saying anything? And I must vigorously reiterate. Ha! Is that really the conclusion you've drawn from the evidence presented? With its rich tapestry of potential indiscretion laid bare before you? Yes? Incredible. Oh, Tisius, this is exhilarating. Why didn't you tell me? The pure jolt of adrenaline that one feels when seeing a wrinkle in someone's argument and preparing to decisively, irrecoverably, methodically iron it out. Stop drawing it out, Stells. You're making a mockery of the court. I'm not the one making a mockery of this sacred institution. Your so-called defense can't possibly be taken this seriously. Observe the condition in which the locker was discovered. Oh, shit. They're submitting an updated autopsy report to the evidence. Okay. So they broke in. We do in fact possess the means of burglary. We don't, though, because we know that Tagiri did it. It's weird how invested you are in this. Tough shit. Why are you fighting me when I'm trying to help you? But I'm just saying this seems more like a personal problem than anything to do with me. So what if it is? I don't like this kangaroo court. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of for the amusement of others. I'm going to blow this case open wide and prove the truth, no matter what. An admirable goal, but how do you intend to do that when the issue is so cut and dry? Surely you don't have to miraculously have an item in your possession that suggests another culprit. I might. So, we're supposed to... Or how are we proving that, Tagiri did it?
You better get this one right.
What is the fucking evidence?
It all relies on this.
Wait, what was the question?
You're presenting evidence, like hard evidence of who did it.
That somebody else broke into the thing.
Yeah.
The locker. Shit. I don't fucking know. Wait, so we're accusing... Okay, which one is it? I'm terrible at these games.
You're just supposed to present anything here.
Okay. What about this? Stop embarrassing yourself. Okay. How about this? What are you doing? It's funny to present this one. Maybe this will change your mind. This is the Ace Attorney experience. Okay, this time I have for sure. Please, can I... You're almost here. I think we're finished here. I think you might be right, buddy. Wait. Don't... Dariah, let's go. Wait! Attention, everyone. Before we do anything hasty that we might regret later, I have a few facts to point out. 1. The lock was vandalized using a sharp cutting implement. 2. Although this could have indeed been accomplished using the nail file found in Dariah's locker, there are other items aboard this trading card that could achieve a similar effect. 3. For example, a bladed strife specibus. 4. There is someone sitting in the gallery right now currently in possession of such an item.
Uh-oh.
To not consider all possibilities at this juncture would be irresponsible. Therefore, I suggest the defense call this new witness to the stand. Alright, I can get this one-on-one. Oh, okay. It got it for me. Tagiri, this Jade Blood accuses you of committing the capital offense of vandalizing a sacred historical artifact, which also happens to be a piece of subversive contraband. Do you understand the gravity of this accusation? It is a double crime. What if I did do it? What? Wild. What? Is this a confession? We're just talking hypotheticals here. See, the troll who committed this crime was both nimble with a blade and a true brain genius. And while I will not admit to anything that would incriminate me, based on these attributes, you are right to suspect me. Oh my god, are we really doing this? I must defend my honor. I wouldn't expect a lowblood to understand. We're the same blood caste, you absolute dumbass. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Joey's not gonna rise to some weak bait like, just try me. Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we're having a deeply intellectual... Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did do it. Let's say we're having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech, in which the possibility of my participation in such an act would not result in prosecution. In such a mode, one might say this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specimen such as the nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a... I can't do the Ben Shapiro voice for extended periods of time. This is already hard enough. Reading to Gary dialogue. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. If you are saying that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then it must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. In theory. Are you satisfied the current witness is obviously trolling the court? Well, yeah, aren't we all trolls here? We sure are! Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again, from the top. If you insist. How do you know that? Do you think it's not possible for the lock to have been cut by a nail file? I understand the suspect in your favor. He is asserting that your client could not have possibly committed the crime that she is accused of. Well, in that case, my line of inquiry benefits you, so why are you arguing? Well, that's because she loves to argue. I do not. She always picks a fight about how she doesn't want to pick fights. Trying to embarrass me in front of every stranger we meet on this trip? I wonder. The nail file is the best reinforced corundite slab on the market. It would be quite sufficient to cut through one of the cheap locks we use. Lank, you're not helping. I'm not trying to. So it would be more accurate to say that it's your opinion that the lock could not have been cut by a third-rate blade like a nail file. You could say that. Your honorable tyranny is this tangent is a waste of everybody's time. Concurred, move it along. Concurred, move it along. In such a mode, one might say this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specimen such as a nail file, in my opinion. This crime is an agility of intellect that must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. Okay, we press him again to incriminate himself. Stop. Is this a confession? Not as such. It's a dialectical experiment. What does that even mean? It means that he is wasting the court's time. Objection, your honorable tyranny. This entire digression is pointless. Back on track, girls. Okay. Let's press this again. Much better. The facts don't care about how you feel about them. I'm gonna press this one. But why? It is the duty of the philosopher to ask questions. Why should we guarantee that you won't get prosecuted? Promising that you won't face consequences for what you say is kind of like giving you special privileges. I didn't realize this court was being run... I didn't realize this court was being run by a bunch of CJWs. Are you seriously accusing me of high blood privilege? No, I'm accusing you of being a coward. I see that I underestimated you. But in order to defeat me in this theoretical paradigm, you must first prove that I had the motive and the means. To compensate for your natural deficiencies, I will throw you a bone and admit that, in such a model, one might say this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specimen such as a nail file, in my opinion. Okay. In theory. I will prove that he had the motive. You would make a suggestion like that. But this simple garbage has absolutely no bearing on the case at hand. What?
Maybe there's something else you can present that could be associated with him.
Perhaps. Definitely not that. Probably not that. Here's a motive. Oh, okay. What about your anime figure? Here, I want you to take a look at this. It's a 1 out of 25 injected molded polystyrene model of the XXIX IV model Imperial drone, last active during the Rust Blood Zombie Rebellion of the Black Age. But, of course, everybody knows that. I didn't honestly tell me earlier. You never did explain what you were doing near the Jade Lockers, especially since you claim to hate Jade drama so much. Could it be that you were looking for something that belonged to you? Oh, he's beginning to sweat. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. I swooping for the kill. You wouldn't mind if I tossed it out? Wait. Objection. Before you get rolling, let me save you from wasting your breath. Yes, it's very clear for you to have manufactured an anti-alibi out of thin air, but you've made one very serious logical error that I simply cannot overlook. Oh? Did you forget the basic conceit of this trial? Oh. I think I might have, actually. There's so much going on, it's like getting a little hard to follow, haha. Let me brief on the case so far. We're not trying to... Sorry, I clicked too fast. We were trying to figure out who broke into Branya's locker. Even if Tagiri is the proprietor of this disgusting nerd object, how does that give him a motive? Sweet obs from the auditor. I don't know if this sword boy worth any of our time. Once again, we arrive at the only logical conclusion based on the evidence presented. Your client is Guilty. Great. No. Now just a minute, Stells. Give us a chance to mount a rebuttal before gloating, would you? Is it customary under this hip new trial process? I've never known you to postpone gloating under any circumstances. Of course not, but we're running a lab of sorts here. What kind of experiment would it be if we didn't test all the variables, huh? You know just how to sweet talk me. And how does his honorable tyranny feel about allowing the defense to mount a rebuttal? I'll allow it. One chance. Better pick carefully, or it's game over, buddies. Let's take a look at the evidence and see if we can figure out why Tagiri was hanging around the Jade Lockers. I mean, like, it's gotta be this, right? Right?
Well, I mean...
Okay.
No.
Oh.
I was gonna say, Gorgor was in possession of the internet history.
Right.
Think like what can be associated with a busted up model kit.
Nail polish. Nail file. He wanted a nail file to fix his anime figure.
I would say you were on the right track with the nail polish.
Okay. A few years ago, I stepped on my brother's Tiger handheld and cracked the screen. There was no way I could glue it back together. My babysitter showed me how you could use clear nail polish to seal cracked and delicate surfaces while also preventing further damage. I mean, she didn't put it like that. She explained that nitrocellulose dissolved in butyl acetate would form a clear, flexible varnish over the LCD screen. You can seal hairline fractures without ruining the way something looks. Smart. Tagiri has done nothing but mock the Jades for their delicate behavior since this case started. So he must have known that one of them would have something like this in their locker. Compelling argument, Joe. What say the witness? I cannot confirm or deny anything. Oh my god. What do you mean by that? Let me explain. I can't resist doing the Ben Shapiro voice. While your supposition asserts that the culprit in this case would have possessed advanced reflexes, refined instincts, and intelligence within the top percentile, you have only provided the material motive. You have yet to prevent a cogent psychological reason to prove Miss Ursama's accusation. Is this something we really care about? Of course. You're deeply thirsty for a glimpse into my dark and tortured soul. Actually, sounds you have a pretty good idea of where you want this to go, so why don't you just tell us? As a victim of low IQ, thin blood, no sense of drama or suspense. Why would I hand you the key to my defeat? In the immortal words of the famous philosopher Patera Benter, hit me with your best shot. Well, I'll just keep throwing this at him. I have something that can prove you wanted to read Fresh Teeth. I have your internet history. How'd you even get that? I mean, how is this going to help your case? All you're going to prove is that I'm a genius of the highest caliber who spends his days exploring literary masterworks. Reading literary masterworks, more like reading cheap, exploitive, X-rated nonsense, I implore the court to look further at some of these searches. Female rainbow drinker, spade reader quadrant vacillation fang femdong? Bioluminescent waifu gifts 2D animated 3D PD? Come on. Okay. For anybody who doesn't speak weeb, I have to elaborate on the lore of this. Nobody says this anymore because it's one of the most sexist things ever. Or I just don't talk to people who say it anymore because they're disgusting. But this means 3D pig disgusting. For anybody who wants to know what that means. Female rainbow drinker, heart reader, hurt comfort, Quizzilla XXX, suck me bone dry. Need I go further? You are making a mockery of my intellectualism. These are searches for only the most serious of scholarly works. Then, do you care to explain why you were searching for this weird stuff if not to get your rocks off? Nothing about my internet history is salacious in the least. Only a noob would call it filthy. But, inevitably, I owe you no thorough explanation, for my internet searches relate only to the most sensitive of topics, a man's waifu. And if you're forcing me to reveal my waifu without consent, well, that's essentially challenging me to a duel. Unless, of course, your waifu is shit. I am proud to say that my waifu lives among the highest of echelons. Even God tier does not suffice to describe it. It's pretty clear that he didn't do it, but I'm not sure how to proceed. If we dismiss him now, Stelson might just end the trial right up in there and declare Darai guilty. Then, why not just let him dig his own grave? Because that wouldn't be right either. I don't want him getting convicted just because he's an idiot. We need to prove Darai innocent by finding the real culprit, not by throwing someone else under the bus. Interesting take. You're adding challenge variables to my theory of defensive legislation that I haven't even considered. They're not challenge variables, we're here to find the truth, right? Sure. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yes, exactly. Then find the whole truth. Just find the whole truth should be easy. Just prove that he never read Fresh Teeth. Right, let's take it from the top. We gotta know about his waifu. You are nothing but a squirming wriggler. While I'm sure you've amassed some physical prowess on account of your sludgy blood and your hand-to-mouth lifestyle of your ilk, I'm afraid that an uneducated meathead such as yourself would be obliterated in a duel against me. I would not rush to such hasty provocation if I were you. My duels are duels of the mind, not of muscle. Were you just talking about using your sword on me? It was a metaphor. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Troll philosopher Sun Tzu-sun. I think he's scared of you. Let's see. Eduardo, pick it up on my mic. What makes a waifu a poop tier? Well, you've queried the right troll. First off, a good waifu must exist only in the two-dimensional plane. The third dimension is imperfect and will never be pure enough to sate those with high-caliber tastes, like me. People say this unironically.
Yeah.
Secondly, a good waifu possesses the demeanor of a delicate purbeast. They must attend to your every mental need without complaint or resistance. Thirdly, they have to print well on a body pillow. If they do not meet any of these requirements, they are shit tier. I'm sorry I asked. I see you're not getting it. No, I think I get it just fine. Don't worry, your low-blood think pan simply isn't prepared for such an extremely advanced subject. Let me provide you with the quintessential example of a bad waifuism, so you know what to avoid. Any member of Hatch to Dance. In fact, as a group, they stand as perhaps some of the clearest examples of what irreparably soils a waifu. Overall, I want to see where you're going with this one. Let's start from the top. The Indigo Blood, on horse. Perhaps the most tragic of the lot. His pectoral development is magnificent, and yet this is somehow his downfall. A tragic case of putting one's eggs all in one basket. There is simply nothing more to note about his person. Abysmal dancing prowess, remedial singing ability. And to be honest, he's what we in the business call a butterface. Sir, I must respectfully ask, do you have eyes? Then, the Cerulean Blood, Kimani. No, stop. A beautiful and skilled singer, I'll admit, but his waifu quotient is severely diminished by his sluttiness attribute. Kimani is simply a revolting slattern. Just from looking at him, you can tell he consorts with many more trolls than he has quadrants. Do you? The group bucket, truly, it disgusts me even to think of this one. You're being so mean. I can't believe this. The Teal Blood, Tiagon. As a Teal myself, I find him particularly offensive. First of all, to waste our blood cast boundless intellectual ability on being a little dancing man is a shame, no matter how impressive his steps might be. Second, I can't help but feel he's cribbing my brand by wearing that hat all the time. It's personal. Third, he never responded to my challenge to a duel. A rank coward. I think I'm gonna pass out. And then there's the jade-blooded rapper, Actius. No, not Actius. What can I say but those shoes? Good troll lord, those shoes. I've got to agree with him on this one. No, the first lies are dope as shit. Daria, please. Actius has the fashion sense of a dumpster goblin. And he's simply a complete dumbass. What? Would you stop trying to brag that you know him? What? Believe me, there's nothing I feel about my acquaintance with Actius that even vaguely resembles pride. Just hearing his name makes my gastric sac churn. Sorry to interrupt your little slap fight, but I believe that it is I who is conducting the vicious roast here, not you. My apologies, please continue. Lastly, there's Vestry, the Olive Blood. Him, I admit. His diminutive stature and impish demeanor. His grub-like yet seductive features that belie a maturity beyond his sweeps. Okay. His icy manner that conceals a tender inner core here reveals only to his most trusted allies. Ah, were he not been in possession of one dimension too many. In the end, he, too, is consigned to the ranks of three-dimensional pig disgusting. He explained it! I am going to kill you! This is so trite. Why does this matter? Why are you all screaming? HG are beautiful, sinless idols, and I can't stand to hear this bastard talk about them this way. Their posters are all over the walls of our caverns. They're probably the leading cause of fights in the cloisters. There are only so many people in the cloister to pale with, and so you've got to turn to idolatry or something new, I guess. Plus, I don't have to look at TC Nair every day for the next sleep after I'm done. Ever had you wouldn't want to? Shut the fuck up, Lank. Am I the only one who doesn't care about these boys? Sorry, Stells. Can't say that to my taste personally, but I can objectively acknowledge that HD is a perfectly serviceable suite of waifus. Objection! No, you can't object. You're on the stand. There are rules we must follow. Your honorable tyranny, sir. I must request that we move on from this completely pointless and irrelevant tangent and get back to the trial. Wait, hold the phone. I think we want to hear more about this Vestry guy. No! Oh my god. And we're back here.
That was one press.
Tizius, help me. We have to trick him. How do we trick him?
You haven't pressed the first one, so...
If it's not salacious, then what is it? It is dark web contraband. Text that the masses cannot handle. I am elite hacksaw admin of a hidden virtual library which hosts reams of these forbidden texts. Okay, you're trying to make it sound really cool by using all these big words and being abstract and stuff, but it's me, it sounds like you just enjoy reading naughty novels. Plebs like you may consider it naughty, but I operate on a higher plane of existence. I understand real literature. I am an expert in all sorts of banned books, from censored cartoons to the edgiest of light novels. Does that include the whole, the Rainbow Himotion saga? Like, you knew about it before this whole train ride? Of course. What kind of elite level poet warrior would I be if I were not aware of every single banned book that had ever been written? It seems pretty important. I think that you should mention that you've been reading filthy books in your testimony. It's not filthy. It's fine art. Okay. Alright. Curious. If you read the book, you know what was in it, right? Indubitably. Do you think we could trick him somehow? Wow, getting a little underhanded, I see. I mean, all you have to do is prove he hasn't never read Fresh Teeth, right? So let's see if he responds with something that is clearly not from that Rainbow Drinker series. In that case, can I read you a passage from this book? Go ahead and tell me if you recognize it. This is beneath me, but I'll do it for the dramatics. Okay, here we go. The sultry, joint-legged, blonde beast meandered up to her brood leader, Gunstar, her hips swaying back and forth. Her chest was covered in the rainbow smears of her fresh kills, of which there were many. She dropped her knees before him, her hands clasped in prayer, begging for redemption. Oh, my star brood! How could you have abandoned me like this? I must be taken on your nightly hunt, ejaculated the blonde. I must prove myself before the moon spirit, or my mate spirit, Swordstain, will be culled. Sound familiar? Of course it's familiar. Obviously, this is a passage from the profane text in question, oldest trick in the book. Objection! If you really know about the Rainbow Himotion saga, you would know the scene I just read was from a totally different novel. Would the witness please reach into his front pocket? You've just been duped into by Soldier Purbeast, Volume 16, Part 3, The Great Squeak Beast Hunt. Soldier Purbeast is a totally different genre, too. I think he might be lying about knowing all these cool contraband stuff. Shut your grub chute, you quivering normie bitch! Okay. I am many things. I am handsome. I am hardcore. And I am indescribably badass. But I am no liar. Alright, good show, guys and gals. This is all settled now. We can all agree to get this man off the stand. I am many things, but I'm no liar. I didn't claim that passage text was from the Rainbow Drinker novel. I said it was from the profane text in question. That could have meant anything. I was telling the truth. Please leave before you make an even bigger fool of yourself. No, I refuse to leave. Don't you understand? I did it. I stole the book from the locker. It was the coolest thing I've ever done. I looked like an absolute fucking badass. I stalked through the shadows and studied the forbidden novel like the bishop and anti-hero thief I am. And I read it. Oh yes, I read it, because my brain is the size of a fucking planet, and both sides of it are in shadow. That's a great line. I am the dark side. I am the darkness. Oh, jeez. I think we've had enough fun for the day. Let's end this flarp session, and are you listening to me? I said I did it. I'm guilty. Guilty! Fucking baller, my buddy. This would be some juicy confess. Fine, if you're so committed to getting culled, I may have to oblige you, but since I'm so nice, I'll give you one more chance to back up before calling the case. Why would I back out? Gosh, this trial is a total bust. Hold it. There's a crucial piece of evidence that's been overlooked. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed something. No, it's cool. It's just some insider info I have. Tagiri, would you hand me your sword? This blade is my life, my body, my soul. Just hand it over, or I petition this honorable tyranny to acquire it for me. I don't want it to leave my side. Hand over, Big Bud. She knows what's up. Here. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I have used before me the katana our witness claims to have used to steal the contraband item from Miss Ursama's locker. Now, pay close attention. I will draw this sword from its sheath and slice my hand off at the wrist. Surely, if the blade were sharp enough to cut metal, it would be sharp enough to cut through bone. Even with my sad little bookworm muscles applying the force. Shing. Tisius, no! You need both hands so you can hold things! Oh, it's totally dull. Not even a paper cut. See? No matter how hard I slice myself with it, it fails to cut through even the thinnest part of my wrist. Tagiri, this sword is nothing but a cheap knockoff. I think you got this at Troll Spencer's Gifts. No, there must be a mistake. So I pull off the stand before he has a feigning spell. You got it. But if the Geary Sword didn't cut the lock, then what did? Oh my god. Alright, the nail file. The nail file is Daria's. Tear her apart already! Now here's a gal who knows what's up. Wait, before Lynera steps on the stand, I have something really important to say. Hello everyone! Wow, it's a little scary to be up here in front of all of you. Especially since I have a terrible dramatic secret that will change the whole course of the trial. What sort of terrible dramatic secret, dear? It really hurts to do this. I'm close to breaking down. My blood pressure aches, but I cannot stand by and do nothing. You see, in order to protect poor, sweet, innocent Daria, I must present a piece of evidence that might implicate another one of my precious friends. I have before me Lynera's secret diary. Her what now? Lynera has a secret diary? Excuse me? How dare you? How'd you even know about that? You always write in it during our lessons when you think I'm not paying attention. Anyway, contained within it are detailed dates and times that prove Daria could not have stolen any part of the Rainbow Emotion Saga. Pass over the diary, sweetheart, and let the auditor scrutinize the documents. The relevant timeline starts on page 406. I bookmarked it for you. They even make journals that big?
Maybe.
That's a lot of pages. This is an incredibly detailed account of where each Jade Blood was during the theft. All parties were accounted for, excluding Lynera, of course. Don't keep it to yourself, sis. Share the hot goss. Of course I will. Now read aloud the appropriate passage concerning the accused. And then, Daria had to go toddle off the Blue Book car to hit on someone, like the slut she is. She claims she was just getting a midday snack. For 20 whole minutes? At 15:30? Who needs to call her? Someone needs to call her already. She's such a... who makes my... tremble. I wish she'd just disappear. I wish a contrived series of events would happen in order to excommunicate her from our commune. What is all that? And how are you making that noise with your mouth? Oh, Lynera censors her diary with nail polish. That seems counterproductive. I didn't write any of that. Okay, I maybe wrote some of it. Most of it, but not all of it. If this is all true, I think it disqualifies Daria from being the culprit since she was getting a snack during the theft. Yeah, sure, a snack. Well, this is an exciting development, dear. Thank you very much for sharing this piece of evidence. Is there anything else you would like to present before the court? No, that's all. I hope it clears some things up. Well, this was extremely helpful, but you'll have to call Daria up to the stand before I can confirm or deny anything written in this journal. I'd like to look at the diary page before we go any further. There might be some important details inside. I want to call a recess. A recess? We're at the most exciting part of the trial. I don't know, I could use intermission. The anticipation gets you all lubed up for the main event. Whoa. Lynera's secret diary is pretty incriminating. Every single Jade is accounted for during the theft, except for her. And she's certainly got a motive, and probably could have broken the lock. But something doesn't feel right about this. How so? I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. And me neither. Maybe it's because I've got nothing to cross-reference. Like, we are relying on this one piece of evidence alone. If this journal is the only truth you have, then you've got to believe in it. But what if it's not the whole truth? Then you must discover more of your truth. If something feels wrong, it is your duty to investigate further and clear uncertainty before it grows into a monster. I see. I say that we break here.
I disagree.
Really?
There's actually not much left in the trial.
Alright.
This little segment is intended to, talk to Gorgor again, if you had, the appropriate items.
Okay.
But we don't. So...
Alright. I think you did it to do... Oh. Whoa! 2? Oh. Sure. What's your angle? If you're trying to show me the phrase the secret third act villain, you could have just brought me out instead of throwing worthless junk at me. I mean, come on. Don't think you did it. Alright. Well, do you want to finish the trial after all? Let's do it. I think I want to get on with cross-examining Lynera. Alright, it's your choice. Okay, Lynera, it's your turn. Stand up and face the music. I will face absolutely nothing. I didn't take the book. I don't know how many other ways I can say it. I didn't care. I care about the rules. And if I took it, why would I draw so much attention to myself? This doesn't make any sense. I didn't want this sort of thing to happen. It's so stressful for Branya. I didn't want there to be any sort of formal inquiry. I just wanted Darai to be punished so that we could all go forward with our lives. Even if I wanted to read through the horrible trash I wouldn't steal from one of my cloister mates, I would have just gotten it for myself, hypothetically. So therefore, I double couldn't have taken it. I didn't take it, and that's all I have to say. Well, this is giving much to work with here. Don't give up just yet. Sometimes if you can't find a material contradiction, you can hit them right in the character flaws. I care about the rules. We have evidence you don't care about the rules. If this is against the rule. Or, that's not against the rules, is it? Or did we... Whatever, suppressor. You really, really insist on having a trial. Without you, none of this would be happening. But... I didn't want this sort of thing to happen. It's so stressful, Brian. I didn't want there to be any kind of formal inquiry. So you admit you don't believe Darai really did it. You just want her gone. Does it matter if Darai did it or didn't do it? All that matters is that it wasn't me. This is why we need a radical overhaul of the entire system. But don't mind me. Keep pressing. If you didn't steal an audiobook, then what kind of book would you steal? That is easy. Wholesome, unproblematic romances of the bosom friend genre. You know, two girls going on mates outings, holding hands, cuddling, kissing each other's faces. Shut the fuck up. Like your thirsty ass reads anything other than trash tabloids. What? That's not true at all. I never engaged in that sort of filth. The only words you've ever read are printed on high gloss centerfolds. Tabloids, huh? I'm gonna try presenting this. What do you mean, who told you? Branya, she told us to deny it. Deny what? Everything. Holy shit. It's happening. I was right.
I would say right evidence, wrong line.
Okay. I think this is the one where when pressed, she brought up stealing. I present to the court this Hatch 2 dance magazine that was found in the accused locker. How dare you go through my personal belongings? We got permission from Branya to check the lockers. Is this your magazine? Of course not. It's not like I'm obsessed with HUD or anything. So you stole this from one of your cloister mates. No, I confiscated it. Is it so different, though? I think it just makes you look like a liar. How are we supposed to trust any of your testimony? What? Hit her where it hurts, right in her flawed reasoning. I didn't take the book, but don't you get it? The fact this sort of thing is floating around in the cloister means that I've been right all along. Nobody here knows how to act. Someone has to help Branya and be the responsible one, and it certainly isn't going to be anybody who's obsessed with drooling over pop idols. I like HDD only a normal amount. I really don't think that having this magazine should count as a point against me. It should be a point against them. Because someone having this kind of contraband is absolute proof that the cloister is coming apart at the seams, after all of Branya's hard work. I knew this field trip was a bad idea. I told Branya over and over again. Something like this was bound to happen when we were all removed from our comfort zones. I told Branya. I told her, okay? She should have listened to me. She does seem pretty guilty. But she just keeps repeating all of the same stuff over and over again. I'm not sure how to get her to actually admit anything. You gotta have a little more stamina than that. A true Litus Lacerator can go days without rest or food. Keep pushing and eventually you'll find a motive. Wait, you told Branya? Told Branya what? All I want to do is help her because she's so wonderful and smart and she works so hard. She wants to think for the best of everyone, even disgusting creeps who don't deserve it. She's going to be the greatest matron of our generation. Objection on the grounds that this testimony is making me sick. So I pressed her on what's Dizzy's got to say. Alright, we gotta keep doing it. Who's them? I know that we're outsiders, and we only met you all about an hour ago, but from what I've seen, I don't think it's any sort of surprise that your cloister is falling apart. None of you trust or respect each other. Why would you ever say that? Is that a joke? Calm down, kid. This is just how Jades are. We're absolutely and totally normal. Lynera, you keep implicating yourself over and over again. If you wanted to prove to Brian that you were right all along and all of you weren't mature enough to take a field trip together, what was to stop you from stealing the book and kickstarting this whole scenario? You've already proved that you're willing to break the rules to prove a point. You stole the magazine. Confiscated. I like this scenario. It does follow logically, that's true. You make a compelling case, Miss Joey. And by that, I mean you finally come up with an explanation that is in any way plausible. Well, you're forgetting that the nail file belongs to Daria, not me. There's no evidence Daria didn't do it. Couldn't you just take the nail file and use it yourself and then return it to Daria's locker? Don't make me laugh. Look at that manicure. This bitch has never touched a nail file in her life. Are you helping her? I mean, just saying. Objection, let the witness speak for themselves. You filthy, ignorant slore! I know how to use a nail file! Yeah, I'm tuning out again. Yeah, okay.
Evidence time.
We weren't doing anything. I think I can prove Daria is innocent. So, I think this is half of it because that can, well, this would work towards proving that Lynera would have reason to have a nail file.
Yeah.
And
there's also the secret journal that says where Daria was.
Ah, yes. I forgot I got the journal as new evidence. No, this is getting us anywhere. I've never seen any of the things you're showing me. Yes, it's getting a little tiresome. Game over.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what? Damn. I suck at this game.
I think it's just gonna put you, like, just before the evidence presentation.
God damn it. Is it gonna... Do I have to... Wait. I'm clicking, it's not doing anything.
It should?
I just hear the game over theme looping.
Try hitting, like, escape.
I am.
Try hitting, like, spacebar.
Not doing anything.
Have you tried clicking it?
Wait.
Oh! Okay.
I didn't take the book... Okay. Okay, am I back at the evidence bit? Yeah, okay.
I know the secret journal's one of them.
Okay. I can't read the description again. I can't save.
The description for the tape said that there's footage of someone sneaking in.
Yeah, I guess this is the best choice ever. I'm seeing... Okay, we got dialogue. I'm seeing a security guard and a book, darling. I'm not really picking up what you're throwing down as the regulars say. Okay, hold on. There's a specific section right here. Read it out loud. I don't have laser vision. Yeah, I know, but it's just a little rude. We'll brace ourselves. Daria just slipped out the door. Bet she's just running off to hit in a blue blood like the little... Oh my goodness. I just cannot read this word aloud. Let me see it then. Alright, here you go. Where is it? Alright, here we go. Like the little slut she is. I'm so sorry, Daria. I would never say that sort of thing to you. Oh my old cunt. Not you, Rusty. The point is, Lynera dates and timestamps her diary entries, and she says Daria spent about 20 minutes in the Blue Blood car between 1530 and 1550. So, Daria wasn't in the car when the book was stolen. Let me see that. Did you actually manage to prove that someone isn't guilty? Fuck me, she did. What's your opinion, sir? Are you satisfied with this intoxicating twist? Yeah, damn, this looks legit. Guess it's defensive legislation biz. Ain't all talk after all. So we did it. I guess we did. Hold up, we still gotta punish a guilty party. This little lady right here. Wait! You proved Daria didn't do it! Great, fine. I will just let it go. Doesn't mean that I'm guilty now. You still haven't proven anything. Darling, you've done nothing this entire trial except act extremely guilty, and no one else has given her an actual motive. No one else here has given an actual motive. And I'm sorry someone here needs to take the blame, and I don't want to see any other candidates besides you. Come on, bud. We gotta shimmy up to... Come on, bud. We gotta shimmy on up down to the clown car. Wait! Branya, please tell him I didn't do anything wrong. Branya, please. Branya. This is messed up. If you'll care about this little about me, I guess this is for my best anyway. Wait, hold on. Lynera's right. We haven't actually proven anything yet. Maybe we should take a bit more time to investigate a little deeper into things? Joey, let's not push it. I know this is exhausting, but this isn't right. Nah. Trial's over. Boo, Lynera's guilty, and that's my official degree. Wait, I didn't do anything! You all know I didn't do anything! Please, someone say something! We're all friends, right? Please, help me! This is messed up.
Yeah.
They're gonna take her to the fucking clown car and kill her. This is fucked up. Nice knowing you. Not. Wow, that was way more horrifying than it had any right to be. In my opinion, it went positively swimmingly. As the great legislators who came before us always say, all's well that ends in a hasty conviction. That is what they say, right, darling? In propaganda broadcasts meant for the masses, sure. The actual philosophy behind a hasty conviction is a bit more nuanced. It's the duty of a legislator to craft the truth. Lately, I've been thinking that perhaps there is a different solution. Instead, one could discover the truth. But truth is not objective if observed. So one needs to decide the truth that takes precedence. This is the purpose of a defensive approach to legislation. Several truths enter and duel for superiority. Joey. Yes? Did this truth satisfy you? Well, I'm exhausted. Glad that's one and done. Do you mean one and done? Nope. I mean what I said. Every word.
My god.
I'm saving 100 times.
So yeah, that's the teal and jade card.
That was a lot. That was a lot. She's gone.
I'm gonna tell you, this was technically the bad end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there's 3 endings to the trial. And this is technically the bad one.
I mean, it makes sense.
There was something else going on there. And
yeah.
And to get the good end, you do have to like keep the pogs. So you had to like do the ticket section without trading with Elward. Which is why I said during that segment there's a bunch of different ways to do that section.
Okay. My dumbass taking the easy way out. Damn, I just got fucking Lynera killed. All over some pogs. That's a shame. Well, that didn't turn out quite like I thought it would. How so? I can't believe Lynera stole the book just to make Daria look bad. How petty can you get? Not exactly. Come back in a second, I'll be busy writing up a debriefing for you. Go talk to others or something. What's good, my guy? Quite the show. I personally would have charged the whole performance. Feels to be a spectacle, yes. It's hypocritical to run a circus and then forbid the audience from buying popcorn. He makes an interesting point. Damn. Tisius, is this really what you wanted? Yeah, okay, I fucked this up. This is sad, dude. You know, I felt a weird way about like most of the like characters from Friendsgame who've showed up so far.
Yeah.
But that was the weirdest. I wasn't ready to see someone die. Or be subjected to whatever fate may await in the clown car.
Alright. This is a good stopping point.
Okay, this is a good stop. Alright. Well, I guess, in that case... wow, we've been recording for 2.5 hours. Yeah, okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Alright, well, patrons?
Patrons. Yes,
thank you.
Yours are still the same, so...
Yes. Okay, awesome. Alright, well, thank you so much to our patrons, Michael P., Poof the 27th.
And the other 11. I think it's 11. I don't know. The numbers are a bit off because we're like
the other end.
We're like right here at the start of the month, so like all the stuff hasn't like processed yet.
Word.
So that number may be different. I could be wrong. Anyways, I'm gonna read the names now. Ashen 1, Haxus 3, Mel, Tezrak, Amber M, Danny, Caffeine, Gareth F, Simon M, Corin, and Darsh. Thank you for money.
Thank you all so much for money. And thank you to thank you to anybody else who may not be a patron, maybe tuning in. All viewers, thank you very much for your time here. If you're somehow still here, and also thank you to Alex for putting this whole thing together and making sure that it's on YouTube. Hopefully, we'll see you again next time in the next train car.
Yay! See ya.
I'm really glad to be out of there.